And we back. Now today, due to popular demand, we're here with the small forwards version of the ranking tiers video. Now, the first two episodes you guys seem to love, but I got to clear some things up for you guys that don't know. So we take a look at the small forward tier list, starting small forward tier list. I did not create this format. I only put a player and two here. So if your starting small forward is not here, don't complain to me because I didn't make it. I'm just doing for what I got provided for me, okay? Again, these are all my personal opinions, and I'll try to break down why I have each player into each tier. And as you can see, there is an F tier this time because y'all told me, Kenny, there are some F tier starters. So treat them like that. So I will, all right? So let's get it started with the first official S tier small forward. It is LeBron James. Nobody in the world should be able to argue that because LeBron James has been the best player in the NBA for like a decade now. And obviously this year was not a very successful year for him or as far as his team goes, but I think a lot of that has to do with him being injured and missing all those games. But he's still S tier. Next, F tier. Bruce Brown. I had to Google it just to be completely sure that's who this was. Yes, Bruce Brown. He's a rookie or sophomore year player. He's not very good. Now, again, this is not a prediction video where his career is going to go, but as of 2019, based on the seasons he's given us in the NBA, F tier. Bogdanovich, let's go left to right from here. Bogdanovich, in my eyes, is definitely a C tier. He's a guy that can go out there and give you like 20 points occasionally, but you'll probably average around the 15 mark. With Victor Oladipo being down, he's one of the main guys to step up offensively, and that's good things. I like him. I think somebody's going to pay him some big-time money this offseason. Next, we have Trevor Ariza, who I will skip for the moment because I'm not completely sure what tier I want him to be in. Wiggins is also S tier to me. The last 2 years of Andrew Wiggins' career haven't been very good. I mean, started off his NBA career a 20-point per game scorer for the first couple years, and then he kind of fell off. And I don't know what it is, if it's his confidence or whatever, but those long mid-range twos don't really work that well in the NBA today. And he doesn't give all defensively. You would want somebody his size at like 6'8" to be able to rebound pretty effectively or pass the ball effectively. He doesn't really do that, but he's good for like 16 points a game right now. So he's S or he's C tier. Definitely not S tier. Another C tier is Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes was an NBA champion, thinking he was about to get this huge bag with the Golden State Warriors to Kevin Durant was like, I want that spot. So he got a bag with the Mavericks, and he didn't turn into that star player that maybe the Mavericks wanted him to be, and they shipped him to Sacramento, and I think he fits there pretty well, but he's more of a C-tier player. Now, Nicholas Batum. Based on the last season or two, Nicholas Batum has gone down to the D tier for me personally. There's a period of time when Nicholas Batum was one of the more fun players in the league to watch for me because he's a 3-and-D guy and he clamped up. But now in Charlotte, he hasn't really done that for the past couple years. So he's D tier. Then, Jimmy Butler is A tier. Jimmy Butler's not an all-star this year because of obvious reasons. He had the whole fallout with his team in Minnesota, and then when he got to Philly, he took a back seat to Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. But we saw once the playoffs hit, he was like, okay, Joel Embiid is sick. Ben Simmons won't shoot the ball. Tobias Harris ain't shooting efficiently. Let me step up and let me drop 35 and keep up in this game. Let me drop 25 and keep us in this game. And he's a very good defender. Cedi Osman. I'm putting him in the D tier right now. Again, it's not a prediction video or projection of his career, but as of right now, he's more of a D tier player. DeMarre Carroll, very similar case. DeMarre Carroll has his moments, but he's mostly a D tier player. DeMar DeRozan is a very interesting one because statistically, he had one of his best seasons. One of the biggest knocks on DeMar is that he's not a playmaker. Than this year, his first year with the Spurs and their system, he became a playmaker. So I'm going to skip him. Something tells me he's going to end up in B tier, but it's between A tier and B tier. I'm going to put him in B tier right now, but again, we do revise these, all right? Next, we have Gallinari, who's definitely B tier. He just had a career year, and most of the reason he had a career year is because he was healthy. The main thing about Gallinari throughout his career is that he can't stay on the court, but this is one of his first fully, completely healthy seasons, and he showed us averaging about 20 points per game and being one of the leaders of that Clippers team that a lot of people thought weren't going to be good, me included. Once they traded Tobias Harris, I thought they were about to fall out the playoffs, and there they were. They were there and took the Warriors to 6. Mo Harkless is a C tier. He plays his role pretty well with the Trailblazers. Right now, they wish he would shoot the ball a little bit better, but he's a great defender, and he's good there. Daniel House, is an F tier right now, but I do believe that somebody this offseason is going to pay Daniel House some good money because he is a 3-and-D player, and he's basically like a rookie or sophomore player, even though he's kind of old. Then we have Joe Ingles, who is a C-tier player. He knocks down a shot. He's a good secondary playmaker for that Jazz team, but he's not on the same level of like a DeMarre DeRozan or Gallinari, so he is a C-tier. If I got to tell y'all again, the S-tier is the best of the best of superstars. A-tiers are very good all-stars. B-tier is like all-star level. C-tier is above average in my eyes. D-tier is kind of like average, and F-tier, you could probably guess that. John Isaac, at this period of time, John Isaac is D tier, but I'm putting this on video right now for y'all. I believe that John Isaac will win Most Improved Player next year. That is one of my bold predictions. He looked pretty good in the playoffs, but you just get short glimpses where he plays good for 5 minutes and then boom, he can't play. But I think all of that will be solved next year, and he will be in Most Improved Player candidate conversations. But right now, D tier. All right. Josh Richardson is an interesting one because part of me wants to put him kind of like a B tier, like a B- tier or a C+ tier. I'm going to put him at B tier and leave him at that for right now. Jayson Tatum had a good sophomore season, but he didn't take the jump that a lot of us thought he would. And because of that, he is a C tier player. I think he's on these right here. I do think he has the potential to eventually be up here or up here, but sophomore Jayson Tatum is C tier. Kyle Anderson, I'm putting more of like a D tier. Kawhi Leonard is S tier. For me, what makes a player an S tier player is being a superstar for multiple years. All right. Kawhi Leonard was runner-up to a third to MVP in 2016, I'm pretty sure it was. So he has been consistently one of the best players in the league. Obviously, last year he missed a bunch of games with that quad injury, if you want to call it that. But he showed us this year and in the playoffs that he is a superstar. And that being said, we also have Kevin Durant. Similar situation. Kevin Durant's a former MVP, been an all-star multiple times, and he's one of the best players in the league. I don't need to explain to y'all why Kevin Durant is S tier. Chris Middleton is an interesting one. Chris Middleton, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to move DeMarre up. And I think I'm going to have Chris Middleton as like a B+. Chris Middleton was an all-star this year. He had a very good year. I think he's like a B+ player right now. Kevin Knox is interesting. He averaged like 13 points per game his rookie season. He has glimpses. So my question, I think he's going to be like a D+. Again, not a prediction video. I know y'all Knicks fans love y'all Kevin Knox. This is based off his one rookie season. This is not based on his entirety of the league. Did he have a better year than the guys above him? I don't think he did. So keep that in mind. Mikal Bridges is also D tier. He was one of the better defending players. It's weird to see a freshman or rookie year player be one of the better defenders, but he did that. I think his career is going to be pretty bright. Otto Porter is a C tier, is one of the best spot-up shooters we have in the league, and he's a D&3 player, and we like those. Paul George is an A tier. He's an A+ tier. He's not an S tier for me just yet. And the reason why I don't think he's an S tier yet, I'm defending myself against the OKC fans because I know y'all come deep, and I respect y'all, but listen, hear me out. The reason why he is not an S tier is because he's only been a superstar for one season. Again, like I said, with these S tier players, LeBron has been the best in the world for a decade. Kawhi Leonard has been one of the best in the world for 4 years now. And Kevin Durant has been one of the best in the league for 7-8 years. Paul George is getting there this year. This is the first year of PG as a superstar. Last year, obviously an all-star. The year before that, obviously an all-star. But were we talking about him as a superstar 2 years ago? No. He's got 1 year. And he played well in that 1 year. But he's an A+, man. If he could gets another season like he did this year, next year, I'll easily move him up to S tier. But I need longevity. I need to see him do it a little bit longer. Hopefully y'all can respect that. Solomon Hill, F tier. Do I need to explain that? F tier. Tim Hardaway Jr. is definitely about C tier. Taurean Prince shows glimpses, but I think I'm going to have him D tier. Will Barton, C tier. And I think Trevor Ariza. So this is what my list looks like right now. I'm going to revise it, see if I need to make any changes. Give me a second. I'm going to give it to him. I'll move Paul George up. Now that I sit here thinking about it a little bit more, I forgot about his two-way ability. One of the better defenders in the league. I think about that a lot as somebody that loves to see defensive players. So I moved Paul George up to S tier. Other than that, I like the rest of my list. I think there are a lot of C tier players here, and I was looking at them like, who on this list do I think deserves a B tier? Again, Jayson Tatum's in conversations, but again, we're not making a prediction video. Jayson Tatum kind of did nothing this entire playoff run for them. And then D tier players who I think could be C tier. Part of me wants to move Cedi Osman up, so I will. Cedi Osman's now C tier. But other than that, I like the rest of what I got going on. I hope that y'all believe me when I talk about John Isaac, because I think that guy's going to have a very good year 3. That's my list, y'all. Let me know what you agree or disagree on. Hopefully, you can respect each other's opinions. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave it a like. The faster y'all hit, can we do a goal? 14,000 likes. Can we do 14,000? Once we hit 14,000 likes, we'll do the power forward tiers. And the power forward tiers is going to be interesting because there's no there are a couple very good power forwards, but a lot of the power forwards in the league are just cool, Thank y'all so much. If you enjoyed the video, again, leave it a like. It's been Kenny. I'll be back. Peace.